Welcome to the Harder Brunch podcast. We're talking with the, what was your official title again, Andrew?
Regional Manager of the North Side.
Regional Manager of the North Side of Upland Brewing, Andrew Priller. Thank you for having us today.
Yeah, it's been great.
Obviously, we're here on an away game. We are at the Fountain Square location. And I got to say, I've been in a lot of Uplands, but this space is huge.
Yeah, it's big.
You guys have an entire bike shop in here.
Yeah. Grego sells specialized stuff, and they kind of serve that part of the community. People can stop by, get their bikes repaired, buy a bike.
Giant kitchen.
Buy a bike would be great.
You were telling us that you guys prepare like a lot of the stuff here for all the other spots.
So half the kitchens are commissary. So we do all our sauces. It's about consistency. So making sure every location is getting the same quality.
It's great. And obviously, people know that Upland is a sponsor of the podcast. And I think, obviously, the main thing that Upland is always associated with is amazing craft beer. But today, we got to sample some of the amazing food here at the tap room. And that's the thing that I really want to get across, and I know is important to you, is letting people know, like, how bomb the food is here.
Yeah. I mean, for a brewery, we have, a chef on hand. So, like, it's just different. Like, everything is curated to be quality driven. It's not just junk food thrown in front of you. Although we have some items, like we classify as like beer eating food, but a lot of stuff is like, like really thought out dishes.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like elevated Western.
Like, it's creative, but it also stays in the realm of like traditional stuff that, like we all grew up with.
You brought out some amazing plates, amazing dishes for us today. Do you want to just run through some of the stuff that you brought out?
So we started off with appetizers, obviously. So beer brewery, we got to have appetizers. So you have something that you can just eat at the bar. I did our famous spin dip. It's like ever since we've opened the kitchen, which is like our kitchens have been open close to 20 years now. Oh, like having a kitchen in Bloomington and stuff. They've done that spin dip. It's just a classic spin dip. Cream cheese, spinach, salt and pepper. Comes with pitas and chips. Just easy to just sit there and mow on it.
Shareable. It's
good. And then we did the tomato pie. So we talked about that last time, I think.
Very unique. I don't think I've ever had anything quite like that.
It's a southern dish. It's a play on like a farmer's dish. So like what a lot of people who've lived in rural areas would eat.
He said it was like
stewed tomatoes,
stewed tomato. And what's the cream kind of on there? The white.
So it's just mayo and Parmesan. But you know what I mean? Like,
sounds very southern.
Like a lot of people, like they're like, is it cheese? I'm like, no, it's just mayo. Like the Parmesan's obviously the part that like they were thinking cream cheese, but no, it's just mayo. It's like, and that's the southern part, right? Yeah. The farms. And then balsamic and some shaved Parmesan on top. Just
I think my favorite standouts were the
wings, obviously.
Wings, oh man! I mean,
smoked wings. So
smoked wings is like cheat code for me. You say no more, say less. Put more wings in my mouth.
Then we brought it out like half lunch, half breakfast for brunch.
The duck tacos.
Yeah.
And I love the presentation. Like, I love like when you get like almost a half a duck. You get like and then the fixings is great.
Yeah, that's too is like just trying to separate ourselves with, like, when it comes to food, like presentation matters, right? So we want something when it comes out to be like not just appealing to the stomach, but appealing to the eyes. Because the guys that made this menu, myself included with it, the people who cook it and run the kitchens, they take a lot of pride, a lot of work. Everything's made from scratch. Like, we say that, and I don't know if people realize how much energy goes into that every day to unlock that door and make that happen every day.
Yeah, I mean, we got here early, and the kitchen was already up bustling.
And those guys are the most important thing to this business. It's like people who work in our kitchen, because like they're coming in at 8 o'clock and making these recipes.
What was the dish with it had biscuits and gravy and then the fried?
So we call that the Big Nasty.
Yeah, it was.
It's named after me. No. But yeah, so it's just a fried piece of chicken and biscuits and gravy.
Oh my God.
Well, there's not much more you have to do.
No.
Right? What else you want from us? You just need gravy and chicken. It's gonna work.
So good. And we're gonna put pictures up on our Instagram all week long.
Well. So all the beef and everything that was used is like Fisher Farms.
Love it. The go-to.
Everything
Jasper, Indiana.
We did desserts. We did, like bread pudding we make in house. We make the coffee cake. We make the chocolate tart. And then the ice cream was from Chocolate Mousse in Bloomington. So, which is like
mousse.
We align with these companies because one, they all kind of started at the same time. Upland did, and two is like just having helping out people, farmers, people with small businesses is kind of part of our mission. So it's not just like, hey, what's the cheapest thing possible? It's more like, what's going to be the best quality, and then how are we able to get that through someone local? So.
Thad was a big fan of the chocolate tart, but he is a pastry boy on record.
Yeah, we make that chocolate tart, so it's not like something we just go buy from a bakery. It's like something that like they'll make the chocolate bars go freeze or cool in the cooler, and then cook down the graham cracker crust and assemble the whole thing.
This is amazing. We are here on Sunday brunch, which at this location in Fountain Square means it's a hip hop brunch.
The hip hop brunch. We got Michael Graves, DJ Dickie Fox. He comes out here every Sunday and just jams, man. We just let him do his thing, He just plays hits.
It's
bangers.
great, and I know that this is a lot of your influence because you're an old school hip hop guy. I love that about you. So it's a great ambiance. It's a great chill environment. Every time I go out there, it just seems like everyone's just having a great time. Get all the big windows, the sun pouring in, and the hip hop playing. Like that is a fun from a guy that knows brunch. That is a fun brunch.
And then when the patio opens up, he's out on the patio, so he's right there on the corner. You can literally stand on the corner right there and just hang out. But that's the idea. It's like block party type thing every day. It's like bringing people together. Like we all have common interests. And just keeping it organic, man.
Awesome.
Not trying to culture mulch.
Well, thank you, brother. Yeah. Appreciate you. Thank you for the hospitality.
Absolutely.
We have 100 thank yous from the whole team. You took really good care of us today. And for those of you out there, if you haven't got a chance to try the amazing food at any Upland Brewery location, go check it out. And especially if you want to come check out the Hip Hop Brunch, it's every Sunday in Fountain Square.
Yeah, 11 to 2. Yeah. We got cocktails, all that too. So we're not just, we got beer. So of course that's the standout, but we got something for everybody. So
that 3-way liquor license.
Yeah. Gotta make it pay.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I'm eating brunch with my people though. The homie Dyke just cooked up a feast and we bout to eat it, bro. Fucked around and has to mix the lobster with the poutine. Daddy is rolling blow dream. Them boys got down a routine. It's Naptown culture. Cooking 7 courses. Had to pass the torch and now I'm grabbing second portion. So sit back, relax, grab a drink and a smoke. It's Harder Brunch on the way and get prepared for the jokes. Whoa.
Hi, and welcome to the Harder Brunch podcast. I'm your host, Dyke Michaels, and with me, as always, my co-host, Thaddeus J. McKee.
My nipples are hard and my buns are soft. This was great food.
On the ones and twos, the wheels of steel, the sauce boss of Indianapolis, and the last woke dragon. Give it up for Zach Rome.
I'm not going to comment on my nipples.
You just did.
And a very special returning champion with us in studio for this wonderful away game at Upland Brewery, comedian Lucas Waterfill.
I think nipple play for dudes is underrated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like to be tweaked up?
I like to be tweaked up. Some foreplay,
Are you pierced? Do you have your nips pierced?
Surprisingly, you would think.
You seem like the kind of guy.
What I have is a navel ring and 2 nipple rings and just a chain that attaches. It's like a triangle.
You look like a...
It's a lot. It's a lot. My caregivers do not like it. They're not big fans of it.
You look like a 90s chain wallet.
Yeah. I am a Jinko June.
Oh my God! Were you ever into Jinkos?
No, I was like more like hardcore.
Oh, was it like the tight jeans?
It was like I was like khaki shorts and Vans and like Yeah, kind of like I am now, but like band t-shirt and anger, a lot of anger.
I would wear the Jinkos that were like, they were so big that it just looked like I was wearing a dress most of the time. It looked like
that makes sense.
a floor length skirt.
I could see that.
Well, didn't you major in political science? Wasn't that true?
Yeah, that is true.
So I could see like the punk shirts going on, you know.
The Kennedys.
Dead Kennedys, yeah.
My Threat, Bad Brains, like all that. Super Rage Against the Machine. I went to a Rage Against the Machine show like at 2008, and I was like telling my parents, "This is the last one. They're breaking up. We need to go." And they've done it like 50 times after that.
What I loved, it was in the last couple political cycles, there's always the people that are like, I used to love Rage Against the Machine until they got so political.
Yeah. My favorite ones are like, oh, Rage Against the Machine doesn't like Democrats either? That's weird. What do they like if they don't like Democrats or Republicans? That's the only politics there are. But
Now you are, for one of the funniest comedians in the Midwest, you are also like an activist.
yes.
Like sometimes you might turn on the local C-SPAN and see Lucas Waterfill testifying.
Testifying before the Indianapolis City County Council, and they politely clap and like, yeah, that's not gonna change. Nothing's gonna change, but good to hear from you, crippled boy.
What were some of the things that you were talking to them about?
So recently we did, I'm a member of DSA, Democratic Socialists of America, and I was a part of, last year, a city resolution to back Medicare for All, which is just like, basically they're saying like, we, you know, if this were gonna happen, we back it.
Yeah.
And it was more like a publicity stunt than anything.
It's like racists need Medicare too, right?
What?
Like Medicare for all. Like racists need Medicare help too.
Racist?
That covers all. Am I correct?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Do you want to test people that are racist?
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, sorry, you're cancer. You gotta die.
I'm just saying everybody
I would
deserves
back that, actually.
even racist.
No, I would back like, okay, you can get your tumor removed if you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you know Martin Luther King's birthday.
Yeah.
I don't even know Martin Luther King's birthday.
Then you're not getting your tumor removed.
Oh, great. I am lousy with tumors also. That sucks.
No, I don't know.
I think there should just be exchange, like, if you're racist and you need like a heart transplant, you have to get a black or a Jew heart put into you.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah.
Black or Jew Heart by Dyke Michaels.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, that's a hell of a game show right there. We put a heart in you. Now you're going to have to guess, was it a black heart or a Jew heart?
I mean, here's the thing. There are different tests for racists that they've been developing. I think AI is like really close to figuring out if people are racist or not via their...
Really?
I'm sure. I mean, like, Zach, you've been...
I push you a little, and you go, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the AI is going to be racist before it stops racists.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, it looks like that's where it's going.
Well, AI is racist because it just curates like an amalgamation of everything of the internet, and the internet's pretty racist, right? Yeah. So I imagine AI is going to be horny and racist.
My two favorite things. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what that means. No, so back to my political work. Fine. Yeah, so we passed that, and then recently I've been working on a Supreme Court case that would, if passed through the Supreme Court, would make it so that people that receive Medicaid and food stamps can't sue the state if their shit gets if like their stuff gets messed up. So
you want them so they can't or can?
And so they can, but if it passes through the Supreme Court, which it probably will, it's called Tuleski versus HHC, and it's gonna make it so people can't sue the state if like their Medicaid or food stamps get taken away. So they're basically messing with the most vulnerable people in the country, and just making it harder for people to do their basic shit, like just live and have healthcare. And like if I didn't have Medicaid, I'd be stuck in bed all day, So or relying on my family. So like it's hard enough to get Medicaid, and it's hard, there's enough red tape. We don't need more red tape for the most vulnerable people.
So you're saying right now, as it stands, if there is a problem with Medicaid, there is no recourse for...
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just trying to understand the exact thing that you're trying to change.
Yeah, so what the rule now is you can sue the state if you get your Medicaid taken away or they don't cover something. You can advocate for yourself and go through different paths to get your Medicaid back. But with this ruling, they're making it harder to do that and making it more challenging to do that. So we're like, the problem, we're so on our heels, like the left and the progressive culture in this country, we're fighting for rights that we had, 40 years ago, like, 50 years ago. We're not gaining ground, we're trying to keep ground. And like, it's just like there's no public good anymore. There's no there's no like there's no good healthcare. There's no fair wages. There's no like nothing is for the people anymore. It's all stripped away and being corporatized and privatized. So we're just trying to keep the ground we have, let alone make progress. So I don't know. That's what I'm doing. It's confusing. There's legal jargon and a lot of corruption involved, in my opinion. A lot of people that just want to, stuff their pockets with Medicaid money. And it's real shit. It's like The Wire shit, that in real life. It sucks. But
it's always interesting talking with you, Lucas, because you are involved in these things in the city in a very serious way, and I also know you from comedy as being one of the funny. So I'm always like waiting for you to cut into a joke, and I'm like, oh, he's being real serious right now.
Right.
But the opposite of that, when I came to your special taping, you would fool me every time because you start a lot of these jokes in a very serious way, and everyone kind of leans in. You kind of bring everybody in, and then you hit them with the punchline. So, like when you're talking seriously, now you have me trained the other way. I'm like, here comes the punchline.
You're waiting for me to say I love racists and being horny. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, I was waiting for that too.
No.
I was like, stuff pockets.
Stuff pockets.
Medicaid money. What's so funny with that?
Yeah, we'll stuff your pocket.
And you do you
I mean, if that's with money, then I'll just say yes.
and you did record your album, and your album release is tonight at the White Rabbit.
Hey,
Yeah, tonight we have a good lineup. You're on it, Dyke.
Hey.
So what it's going to be is, so the special actually comes out tomorrow through Comedy Dynamics, and but I'm doing a release show at White Rabbit, which is my favorite venue in the city. They're great people. And I'm having Blake Hammond, Dion Curry, David Brooks, Dyke Michaels, and Sarah.
great lineup.
Huntington?
Sarah Huntington, of course. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be loose. I might do a little, 10, 15 minutes, but I'm just going to go up there and thank everybody and might have a couple drinks, I don't know, just to celebrate. But
That's awesome. Now, some people say that it's too many black people on the lineup. What do you say to that?
I'm just trying to cover my ass for the future. I'm trying to, be the progressive guy. That's my brand. No, it just...
You don't have a black friend. You have black friends.
Yeah, friends. It just happened that way. I meant to do that because I want to be part of the culture. No, I don't. Now I feel like I'm appropriating. It's a fine line. Respect and appropriation is a fine fucking line.
Doesn't everybody get like a dashiki at the show?
Yeah.
Well, certain people have, I have like one of my best friends is a white guy named Eli, and
you have a white friend?
I have a white friend, believe it or not.
You're progressive.
They're not all the enemy.
I'm progressive.
But he has one of those minds for he remembers every song title, every song name, I'm like, I like that song. And so when it comes to hip hop, he's just like an encyclopedia, and I'm just like, I gotta have my white friend explain hip hop to me because I don't remember everything.
Dude, white people love their opinions about hip hop. Let me tell you, dude, I'm so sick of it. This is my opinion about white people having opinions about hip hop. Just don't, because you've just listen. We could just listen.
Yeah, it's for everybody though, right? Isn't hip hop for everybody?
Yeah, but it's not about everybody. No, I don't know. I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't know.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, you have some good opinions on hip hop. Like, I will talk to you about hip hop because you listen.
Yeah, I listen to it, but I just think. I think there's too many white guys with beards with opinions, and we just need to
stick to craft beer, buddy.
We just need to listen. It's good to listen, these 15-minute videos about the double entendres and the triple entendres, and what this. I don't know. Now I'm going on a rant.
I think all you need for hip hop is I think if you did hip hop, I don't think anybody would. There would be no naysayers. Everybody would be like, "This guy's had a struggle. He can do hip hop."
My family would be like, "Hey, we grew up with you. Shut the fuck up." You grew up with a pool, dude. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Lucas Waterfill sings the blues.
Yeah. Plainfield, Indiana, fighting Quakers, and I'm gonna rap.
But I would say you and me are both probably in the same boat. We got poorer as we got older. Into adulthood, we became poor. I wasn't raised poor. I've just been a poor adult.
Yeah, that's the great thing about being a millennial.
Yeah.
It's you get the experience of digressing. Our parents got money and we lost money.
Yeah. I'm just holding out for my own Dust Bowl situation.
Yeah.
This is going to be the Grapes of Wrath.
I feel like I'm going to do a remake of 8 Mile in my 50s. And I'm moving to a trailer park at 55. I came from something, but now I have nothing.
The reverse 8 Mile.
Sometimes your dreams don't come true. Most of the time, your dreams don't come true.
Lucas is Benjamin buttoning his way into poverty. I was born with a gold-plated diaper, and now I live in the streets.
Now I just have a diaper.
Oh man, I want to interrupt real quick. This is a funny conversation, but not better tasting than Upland.
That is harsh, man.
Upland is so good, and it makes me interrupt and just say, Upland is so good.
You didn't know Thad became a corporate shill since the last podcast.
I sold out.
Yeah, he's trying to make his dreams come true now, I guess.
Yeah, Thad's life is getting better. He's going up. He's going in the right direction.
Or you guys are talking about gold-plated diapers. I'm on my way to getting some gold-plated diapers by Upland. The only way to have gold-plated diapers. Sponsors.
Yeah. Integrity is for the birds, huh?
Integrity is for the birds. I mean, we're at Upland right now, so gotta play the game.
Last time, Lucas, we had you on the podcast. It was right before I think it was right before and right at the beginning of us switching to video. So this is the first time.
Oh yeah, I'm on video, baby.
You're on video.
I'm on video.
Now, last time we had you on, and if you go back to that, what was the name of that episode? Sorry.
Cocaine behind the dumpster.
Yes. If you go back and listen to the episode "Cocaine Behind the Dumpster," you're gonna get it was a great kind of first impression of Lucas. Now here we are, almost a year later, probably about 9 months later.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, and you've recorded your special, and I don't want to undersell this special. Full disclosure,
I'm gonna oversell it.
I took an edible. And I sat in the front row, and I got to tell you, that's the best way to watch comedy.
I mean, I should start handing out edibles.
But I sat at the front row, and I got to tell you, there's been a few times in my life where everybody was great. Everybody that you had on opening up for you was great. But that set for your special, the temperature of the room changed. Like, you could really feel, like I could feel the laughter coming back from behind me and over me throughout the whole thing. Like, there really is a magic when comedy is done at the highest levels. And I've only really seen it, like, live, like, a few times. Like, when we saw, like, Tim Dillon in a small club, when I saw Jessica Kirsten in a small club, and then when I saw your album recording, there really is, like, a magic to it. And, like, it's an amazing special. It was so fun just to watch. You had 3 sold out shows back to back to record it. Yeah. And where's that going to be available to watch on video?
Yeah. So thank you so much. That's awesome. Thought you got anything? No. No, thank you. Yeah, it'll be on the Comedy Dynamics website on tomorrow on February 14th, and I think they're streaming it on Amazon, and you'll be able to buy the CD, the album version on iTunes and it'll be streaming on Spotify and all that stuff.
Now this is your first special, right?
Yeah, this is like 10 years in the making of material, and it really came together, and I think I'm really proud of it, and I've heard it, and it's great, and I like what I do because it's a full idea like this. It's crystallized our I think it all flows together very nicely, and I don't know. It's just something I got under my belt, and I will always have, no matter what. So no matter if I'm living in a trailer at 65.
You could tell the neighborhood kids, I was somebody once. I made this special.
Whatever, oh man. Yeah.
Are they mutants in the future? Is that why they have them?
Yeah, of course they are. We're on COVID 20. We're on COVID 45. And everybody's mutants. I'm the actual most normal looking person. They think I'm a fucking superhero. They're like, you have a nose? You can smell? We can't smell.
Lucas is running the Thunderdome.
Yes. That's my life goal.
Hey, let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more Lucas Waterfill.
I'd also like to say he's funny.
Gen Z can't stop raving about the Harder Brunch Patreon.
Patreon.com/Harder Brunch slaps.
No cap, the Harder Brunch podcast is bussin' on God.
Move over, boomer. Gen Z's here to talk to you about the Harder Brunch Patreon.
Harder Brunch podcast on Patreon, $3 a month, low key is steal.
The Harder Brunch podcast deadass has me bricked up every day.
Listen to these all totally real testimonials.
No, like I'm getting paid to do this, don't worry. Yeah. No, you think I do this for free? No.
The Harder Brunch podcast deadass slaps. Sound younger! The Harder Brunch podcast deadass slaps.
Just go to patreon.com/Harder Brunch.
The Patreon After Brunch podcast hits different. That shit makes you feel shit.
The Harder Brunch podcast fucks.
Welcome back to No Medicaid for Racist podcast, where we really just want to make sure that if you're racist, you do not get universal health care.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's true. Guys, Harder Brunch has been pretty hard on racists lately. And Harder Brunch would apologize on behalf of Dyke and his bullying. You know, if you're racist, you're racist. You really can't help it. It's a disease. That's what Medicaid's for.
I'm not gonna tell you're wrong about racism, but
It's a classic white trap.
yeah, I know, right? You're wrong. You just get me wrong about racism.
Yeah, I've been wrong about many things, but racism is not one of them.
Zach, I think you guys have set up a bit of a, I don't know, I was on break and then I came back and you have this racist test up here. Do you want to walk Lucas through this?
Yeah, walk me through it.
Oh, okay. So we pulled up the white fragility quiz. So tell me, Lucas, which of these feelings have you had when someone has suggested that something you've said or done might be racist?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah, I'm always scared.
What about outraged?
No, just scared.
Just scared?
No, I feel silenced
Yeah, that makes sense.
and scared. And then I feel like we shouldn't be doing this test anymore.
All right, so we'll go to the
I
next
feel like it's
question.
all trap questions, though.
Yep, judge. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. How have you responded when someone has suggested that something you've said or done might be racist?
I've cried.
I've
cried. I broke down in tears.
Emotionally withdrew?
Yeah.
What is physically left? Is that just teleporting?
I've
Operate to another plane.
I've tried to physically leave, but I was downstairs at the time.
So you just had to sit in racism?
I couldn't.
That's the worst.
Physically leave.
That would be the best superpower. Like anytime someone racist disappear.
Okay, this is my thing though.
Yeah.
This white fragility test.
Yeah.
It's pretty ableist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, physically left. I'm triggered, man.
That is true. Well, it does say emotionally though, so it leaves you all the options.
Well,
They should have a caveat on it. Let's see what the next question says. Which of these statements have you made when someone has suggested that something you've done is racist? That you marched in the 60s?
I know colored people.
You don't.
I know people of color.
I wish there were two checkbox ones.
At least they use
Yes.
people first.
Yeah.
You know,
People
language.
first. Oh, okay.
They're racist, but they use the right
terminology.
vernacular,
Yeah.
which is a weird lane to be in.
Yeah, I feel like they don't have any of the real key tick boxes here.
There's
Things would be
no
said.
right answers there, though.
I usually respond with, "I'm woke."
Wait, okay, let's see.
Is that good?
Or what about the real oppression is class?
Oh yeah, I am.
That's true.
I am a Marxist, so yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
What beliefs do you
Nobody.
hold
Okay.
about your relationship to racism? These are a lot of really long sentences.
I know. I don't want to read. Is that one of them? Do you not want to read this?
Your relationship to racism.
You know, like, do you have to deal with it or do you know?
I think
Like,
we've opened a
I'm a
can
good
of
person.
worms that I don't want to.
I think it, yeah, there you
close.
go. Let's see what it finishes. Let's see what
I think this is my white fragility coming out because this is making me.
yeah, what if you didn't want to finish the test?
Yeah,
it's gonna be on the
yeah, that's. Should we put my
Oh, you
email?
gotta put your email in there.
Yeah. Once you start.
What is this, a guilt trip or a sales funnel?
No, it's called white fragility, so it might be a guilt trip.
White fragility. I mean, I could say this. White fragility is a grift. It is a grift for white people that feel bad about themselves.
Well, I think white
Ladies can grift too,
women.
Lucas.
Yeah, the women are the one that wrote the book is white, right?
Yeah, she was the head grifter.
I think it's just magnificent. It's just like progression as a grift is like just you have to jump over so many hurdles and like dodge so many lasers and still be wrong. It's amazing. It's amazing how they say the right things, but they still kind of don't get it.
Yeah. I love how this was all your idea, and then we got like 60 seconds into it, and you're like, I don't want to do this, guys. I don't think this was a good fit at all. You totally lost face.
I think we should have a meeting. We shouldn't like tease our guests into being racist. Like,
This is not a good look. I'm gonna go back to the trailer park.
This is our Black History special too. I can't believe.
Yeah.
The middle of February.
Wow. Could we put the front end of the podcast on the back end? Could we just do some editing? Okay, let's type in able-bodied fragility
Is that a?
to make me feel better.
I think you should write that.
So I get the upper hand.
I mean, I feel like you can just copy and paste disabled on most of that stuff and play it back. You know,
There's got to be a abled fragility. There definitely.
I have friends. I have friends that are disabled. What?
No, you don't. I'm sorry, and that was me. I'm your friend.
not a one.
Aw.
It's there.
It's there. I knew it. Okay.
No, is this? I can't turn around. But is this saying that it's the same thing? Copy and paste. Not to change gears too much, but I did have. We were talking before the break about your special, and I had some. I don't know if this is a popular opinion amongst comics, but I wanted to get your opinion on it. Do you think, like, I think the turnaround for people sometimes is for comics about like putting out a new special every year. Like you were just saying, it took you 10 years to like feel good about this special, to do something that you're really proud of, and like, but it's kind of become almost the industry standard that comics are rushing to get a new hour out every year. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't. I think I think the internet, I think TikTok and Instagram is doing away with that model. Like, I think specials in general are kind of what we grew up with, kind of form of a medium.
Yeah.
Like,
the HBO hour.
Yeah. Like, for me, it's nostalgic. Like, to have my special, and I think it's gonna be clips. Like, it's clips now. Like,
It would be like it would be like going on a Tonight Show. Like that used to make your life was you were famous, you were made, you were blessed in, and now you would almost be better served to go on like a popular podcast or a viral TikTok than going on the Tonight Show.
Yeah, of course. Like, well, we're talking about millions. We're talking about numbers. Like, when you look at how many friends do we have that have millions of views on their clips, like, you know, and
no one in this room.
Oh, I do. But like, you're not gonna reach that audience on a late night show. Like, you're not. No, like, young person is sitting at home.
Because they're not making those numbers.
No young person is sitting at home waiting for Jimmy Kimmel. Like, that's not. And they used to be. They used to, you know. It used to be a party to, like, wait for, you know, Carson or wait for Letterman. Like,
I remember scheduling sex around Conan. I remember being like,
what?
Yeah, we'd like start fooling around, and then it was like, you know, Conan's coming on in 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we should probably hold off.
Finish?
That's fine.
We'll come back to it.
Oh, I bet you're ready. We should probably finish.
Hurry up, baby. Conan's on. Hurry up. Let's go.
I don't know, like, and for me, maybe I'm like living in a pretend world where I want to imagine that Conan and Jimmy Kimmel, all those are still important, because like when I do see now someone that goes viral with 1 million views, it's not as a big of a deal for me because we're scrolling, flip. Yeah, I watched you for 3 minutes, but I'm not remembering that person that still has 1 million views.
Yeah.
You know, if I see someone on Jimmy Kimmel, I'm like, oh wait, let me look up that person. Let me study their background a little bit.
I think that's different though. You're not the average person. You're a comedian.
Yeah, we're comedian nerds. Like, you know, I
think the average person sees something in their feed and is just like, this is comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. What's your what?
No, Dyke just shut me down. Like, that's not a valid point. Your opinion doesn't matter.
Hey, your opinion matters.
Sorry,
I'm here to listen.
I think both things can be true. I think that any of us, if we had the opportunity to go do a late night show, would jump at it. We would definitely do it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying that it doesn't. It's nowhere near what it used to be even 10 years ago.
No, and
I agree with that.
But you know, it's still a major platform, and still the credit of that, you know.
What do you think about the half-hour special? Because my thinking is that all of our attention spans are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, that's why the clips work. Like, that nobody wants to sit, you know, unless you put it on as background, like, you know, unless you know, Netflix and chill with it. Like, it's not.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it might come back because I've heard they're trying to ban TikTok. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, they're Republicans are.
Okay.
Because it's there's a lot of theories on that, like why. I have no idea why.
Because of the spyware or whatever.
Because there's a theory out there, because like Google and Facebook and like all the old school platforms want it gone, and then there's a theory out there like that it's, you know, producing a lot of like, you know, leftist views and like supporting like leftist, like more fringe ideas that don't get mainstream attention, and you're getting this curated view that, you know, don't have, you know, traction at like ABC or NBC, but have traction on your phone.
I only listen to Red Pill TikTok
Yeah.
It's just pro-life dances.
Yeah. We'll adopt your.
We'll adopt your baby.
That's got to be the most patronizing fucking slogan. That those assholes. I swear to God. No, I saw Jerry.
Wait, is that a slogan? We'll adopt your baby?
There was like a couple on that was pro-life.
And for the like people that want abortions, or people that are pro-life are like, we'll adopt your baby if you don't want. Yeah, it's the most smug shit, like the most like repulsive, like, ugh.
It's at least put up or shut up, though, right?
What?
It's at least put up or shut up.
Oh, come on.
It's like the flat earther that sent himself into space. I mean, at least he, backed it up.
No,
He's still wrong.
It's a point of privilege. Like, it's like to have that amount of money and to have that point of privilege to be like, and then you're asking yourself, okay, what environment am I giving up my kid to? Some, like, white supremacists fucking.
You think they were white supremacists?
Oh, yeah. Oh, can you see the picture? Look at them. Look at that haircut that guy has. That's white supremacy all the way.
Is there an age gap in there? It looks like she's hanging out with her dad. Is that what's going on?
Hey, look at her hands.
Oh, maybe they're infertile.
No, he actually adopted her.
Okay. That they're trying to pay it forward.
Yeah.
That's right.
He did a Woody Allen thing.
We will adopt and become a throuple with your baby.
Yeah.
It's very progressive.
It's sick.
Adoption is sick.
No.
Any white person that adopts anyone is a white supremacist. I've always said that.
Yeah, I've said that to my parents. No.
Were you adopted?
No, I have an adopted sister. I have no sisters.
Oh, okay. Both your sisters are adopted?
I have one sister.
Oh, I think you said sisters.
No.
Yeah, you have the one adopted?
Yeah.
Dad's adopted too.
Yeah.
Right, so we don't release that information.
We've definitely released that information. And he just found out that his mom was a white supremacist, which is crazy.
Yeah, she's not. That was so hard to get. Dad, I watched your podcast and like you guys, my character is a white supremacist now. I mean,
his mom's a very lovely lady. I immediately walked that back.
She had a sign that said, "We will adopt your baby," and then it worked. But that was back in the 80s. Yeah. Adoption was a little bit different back in the 80s.
Yeah, you could just,
a little bit grungier.
You just go and steal a baby from a third world country.
Yeah. We picked up my sister at Detroit Airport in '97. I still remember it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You remember it?
Yeah, of course.
What airport?
Detroit Airport.
How old were you?
7 or 6.
Oh, so you were probably still excited, right?
Well, yeah.
I got a step family when I was like 12, and I was not into it. Like I was an only child, and then like turned into the Brady Bunch, and I was just like, this is kind of mid. I don't like this at all.
I mean, she's my sister. Like, she's not,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like.
I mean, they're my family too.
Yeah.
Wasn't into it at first.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I was excited. I was excited.
I want everyone to disown their family for some reason on this podcast.
I mean, yes, she was 6 months old. I was excited.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't like. Yeah.
Oh, she was okay. For some reason, when you picked her up at the airport, I imagined like an adult person.
No, she was a baby.
No, you have a brother too as well?
I have 2 brothers. Yeah.
Older or younger?
Both. I'm the middle kid.
Okay. So you were already used to having a sibling?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
Is anyone else in your family funny? Are your parents funny?
Yeah. We're funny. We're a funny family. We rib each other and talk shit. I mean, my family is a lot in my stand-up, and I think if they didn't have sense of humor, they wouldn't be. So,
I remember one time your family saved an entire Red Flag comedy show in an alley.
Oh yeah. We had a family reunion, and I brought them to alley show like when it was like 30 degrees and windy out.
And a little COVID. Still a little COVID outside.
I'm like, hey family, don't you love how successful I am in comedy? No, but it was a good show. Do you think you'll be back there?
Never. No, I don't think we'll ever go back there. I think they're actually, we weren't planning on it, but then I did get a message from the guy that owns the ice cream shop, and he was like, I'm real sorry, but the alley is no longer available. And I was like, well, I wasn't planning on coming back, but thank you.
You kind of always treated that show like it was visiting a family reunion. Like, I gotta go. You gotta go to the alley.
Yeah, I guess.
The first one was it was great, and then it was just a steady decline after that. The last one, there was literally like a marathon going on in the street in front, nobody told us about. And so like, you couldn't get access to the show. Like, there was, I don't know, 5,000 people outside, yet there was nobody at the comedy show.
Oh, I had to bark so hard for that show.
Yeah.
I was running all over that new Coke Hotel and telling people to come.
Do you guys like outside shows? Outside shows?
I would say an inside show almost always is going to beat an outside show.
Yeah, come on now.
Unless it's like a very specific cool venue. Like, I'm sure like doing comedy at Red Rocks would be cool, you know? I'm sure like I don't know if we want to divulge this on the podcast, but I already started saying it. We're going to be doing a hot tub comedy show.
I cut him off before he got to the good part.
A hot tub, like a show in a hot tub?
Yeah.
Well,
it's to support electrocution.
I'll be in it and just put me in there for like half an hour and I'll start saying nonsense. And like, so yeah, I get like overheated and start like rambling.
Oh, in hot tubs?
It's fun. Yeah, because I have muscle relaxer pumping through my body at all times. So that like speeds up the muscle relaxer, the heat does.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like tripping.
It's always good to be a dude that turns weird in a hot tub.
Those aren't the best place to turn weird. So have me as a headliner.
Yeah.
Have me roasting in there for half an hour, and then I'll do 45 minutes.
I'll be like, so ladies, I took a white fragility test. Guess who passed?
I think one, that would be amazing if you were our first headliner. Two, and I mean no disrespect, but it seems like, are you slippery when you come out of the hot tub? I feel like you'd be a slippery boy.
All right, and we just got Sorry, Lucas, on that. We're done.
Wait. I didn't have my headphones on. Repeat the question. Dad, what was your question?
I just imagine you being all pink and slippery. You're all sweaty from muscle relaxer.
Am I slippery when I come out of the hot tub?
Slippery when wet.
I feel like you're fucking Anderson Cooper over here. Fucking 60 minutes. Charlie Rose. Okay, I have a follow-up question. Yes, are you slippery when you come out of hot tub? I would have to say yes.
Yeah, I think most people are. When here's the thing, when water hits the skin, there's just something that happens to most people.
Yeah, it's a whole, like, hot tubs for me are a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that's the worst part about being disabled. Is not.
Getting it out of the hospital.
Yeah.
This motherfucker did grow up rich.
I know. I grew up rich. That is the worst part. If I could change one thing about my disability, it would be easier time.
The hardest part about being disabled is swimming in your money bin.
Yeah.
That should be your new book, Slippery and Wet.
That's his next special.
By Lucas Waterfill. And the water is there.
Can you drop a beat for me? Lucas, always a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
Where can people find you and follow you on social media?
I'm on TikTok, Lucas Waterfill. Just type Lucas Waterfill. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, lucaswaterfill.com.
Thanks.
Just check out lucaswaterfill.com. I should have led with that.
Yeah.
lucaswaterfill.com.
The Gen Z is always going to websites. That's their favorite thing.
Yeah, they're like websites and hour-long specials. That's what we want.
Thaddeus J.
Hey, you can find me at Thaddeus J. McKee. That's actually not my website. Take two. I don't have a website. You can find me at Thad McKee. That's Instagram and Twitter.
At Dyke Michaels on all social media. Also, I want a sincere apology to Linda McKee. Sorry I said all those things. I didn't meet him.
For calling my mom Nazi?
Yeah, she's not.
She's not.
She's great. Zach. All right. Meat Cakes 3 coming up February 26th. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.